Hello, innovative Aquarius. Welcome to your May 2025 astrology reading. I'm excited to connect with you today as we explore what the stars have in store for Aquarius' sun, moon, and rising this month. May brings a fascinating blend of energies for you, dear Aquarius. With significant planetary movements activating your zones of home, family, creativity, and self expression, you're experiencing a month of both emotional grounding and creative inspiration. This creates an interesting foundation for evolution in your relationships as well. In today's reading, we'll focus especially on your romantic relationships and how they might develop during this dynamic month. Whether you're single, dating, or in a committed partnership, May's planetary movements have important messages for your heart. So, get comfortable and let's dive into your Aquarius May 2025 horoscope. May 2025 brings several significant planetary movements that will shape the collective energy we're all experiencing. The month begins with Pluto turning retrograde on May 4th, initiating a period of deep internal transformation for everyone. This retrograde asks us to examine power dynamics in our relationships and confront any shadows we've been avoiding. On May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus, bringing a grounded, practical energy to our communications. This helps stabilize our thoughts and allows for more deliberate expression. The full moon in Scorpio on May 12th illuminates hidden emotions and brings relationship matters to a climax. This is a powerful moon for emotional revelations and deepening intimacy. Mid-month, we have Jupiter forming a sextile with Chiron on May 18th, offering healing opportunities, especially in areas where we felt wounded in relationships. This same day, Jupiter squares the true node, creating tension between our growth and our destined path. The Sun enters Gemini on May 20th, shifting the collective energy toward curiosity, communication, and social connection. One of the most significant transits occurs on May 24th when Saturn enters Aries. This begins a nearly 3-year period where the planet of structure, responsibility, and maturity will be in the sign of initiative and new beginnings. Mercury enters Gemini on May 25th, enhancing our mental agility and desire for variety in communication. The month concludes with a new moon in Gemini on May 26th, offering a fresh start in matters related to communication and connection. For you, Aquarius, May 2025 activates several important areas of your chart, creating a month of domestic focus, creative expression, and intellectual stimulation. The month begins with the Sun in Taurus, illuminating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. This placement encourages you to focus on creating stability and comfort in your living environment. It's a time when your typically forward-thinking nature is balanced with appreciation for tradition and the comforts of home. When Pluto turns retrograde on May 4th in your first house of self, identity, and personal initiatives, you may experience some deep transformation in how you present yourself to the world and how you define your identity. This transit asks you to examine power dynamics in your self-expression and how you might be unconsciously controlling your image or allowing others to define you. Mercury entering Taurus on May 10th joins the Sun in your home sector, enhancing communication with family members and making it easier to express your feelings about domestic matters. This is an excellent time for family discussions or planning home improvements. The full moon in Scorpio on May 12th illuminates your 10th house of career, public image, and authority. This powerful lunation could bring professional situations to a culmination point or highlight your need for recognition and achievement. It may also reveal important insights about the balance between your career ambitions and your home life. The Jupiter-Chiron sextile on May 18th connects your third house of communication with your first house of self, offering healing opportunities through authentic self-expression and honest dialogue. This aspect can help you address wounds related to being heard and understood, which benefits all your relationships. When the sun enters Gemini on May 20th, it moves into your fifth house of romance, creativity, and self expression. This begins a period of greater playfulness and creative inspiration, perfect for romantic connections and artistic pursuits. Your natural Aquarian originality is highlighted during this time. Saturn, your traditional planetary ruler, entering Aries on May 24th, activates your third house of communication, siblings, and local environment. This begins a nearly 3-year period of structured approach to how you express yourself and process information, potentially bringing more responsibility in communication, or requiring you to establish more disciplined study habits. Mercury entering Gemini on May 25th joins the Sun in your creativity sector, enhancing your ability to express your unique ideas and making it easier to communicate in romantic situations. The new moon in Gemini on May 26th in your fifth house offers a fresh start in matters of romance and creative self-expression. This is an excellent time to set intentions around opening your heart, pursuing creative projects, or bringing more joy and playfulness into your life. May 2025 brings significant developments in your romantic life, dear Aquarius, with the sun moving into your romance sector being the headline event for the latter part of the month. For Aquarians in committed relationships, the sun in your fourth house until May 20th encourages creating a stronger sense of home and belonging with your partner. This is a time to focus on emotional security and creating shared domestic rituals that strengthen your bond. You might find yourself more sentimental than usual, perhaps reminiscing about your relationship history or discussing future living arrangements. When the sun moves into your fifth house of romance on May 20th, the energy shifts toward playfulness and creative connection with your partner. This is an excellent time to break out of routines and inject fresh energy into your relationship through shared creative activities or simply making time for fun together. With Mercury joining the Sun in this sector from May 25th, expressing your feelings becomes easier, allowing you to share your typically well-guarded emotions. For Aquarians who are dating or in newer relationships, the second half of May is particularly favorable as the Sun and Mercury activate your romance sector. Your natural intellectual approach to relationships is balanced, with more heart-centered energy, making it easier to form emotional connections. This is an excellent time to initiate romantic conversations or take existing dating situations to a more expressive level. The most romantic day for Aquarius in May 2025 is March 3rd, according to astrologers. While this is outside our current month, in May, your most romantically charged days will likely be around May 20th to 26th, when the Sun and Mercury activate your romance sector, increasing opportunities for heartfelt connections and creative dates. For single Aquarians, the new moon in your romance sector on May 26th opens a new chapter for attracting relationships that honor both your independence and your desire for intellectual connection. This is a powerful time to set intentions about the kind of partner you truly desire. Your natural Aquarian uniqueness becomes more attractive to potential partners during this period, drawing people who appreciate your innovative thinking and humanitarian values. Potential relationship challenges this month center around Pluto retrograde in your identity sector, which could trigger power struggles around autonomy and self-expression. You might notice yourself either asserting independence too strongly or compromising your authentic self to maintain harmony. The key is finding balance between maintaining your unique identity and creating space for genuine connection. Based on May's astrological forecast, here are some practical relationship tips for you, Aquarius. 1. Create emotional security. With the Sun in your home sector until May 20th, focus on building emotional foundations in relationships. Share your feelings about what makes you feel secure and ask your partner about their needs for stability and belonging. 2. Balance intellect and emotion. Your natural tendency is to approach relationships intellectually, but the Sun in your romance sector after May 20th encourages more heart-centered connection. Practice expressing feelings directly rather than analyzing them. 3. Examine identity patterns. Pluto retrograde in your self-identity sector highlights how you might be unconsciously controlling your image or allowing others to define you. Notice when you're hiding aspects of yourself in relationships and practice more authentic self-expression. 4. Use the new moon for romantic intentions. The Gemini new moon on May 26th is perfect for setting intentions around opening your heart. Write down specific qualities you want to cultivate in your romantic life, focusing on joy, creativity, and emotional expression. 5. Balance career and relationship. The full moon in your career sector on May 12th highlights potential tensions between professional ambitions and relationship needs. Have honest conversations about how to support each other's goals while maintaining connection. 6. Communicate with structure. Saturn entering your communication sector asks you to be more intentional about how you express yourself. Practice clear, direct communication about your needs and boundaries, avoiding your tendency to intellectualize emotional matters. Remember, Aquarius, your visionary thinking, humanitarian values, and capacity for friendship are tremendous assets in relationships. This month, focus on balancing these qualities with greater emotional expressiveness and presence, allowing your relationships to benefit from both your innovative mind and your often hidden depth of feeling. As we wrap up your May 2025 forecast, dear Aquarius, let's reflect on the key themes of this dynamic month. May represents a month that begins with focus on home and emotional foundations, then shifts toward romance, creativity, and self-expression. The first 3 weeks emphasize creating stability and comfort in your domestic life, while the latter part of the month highlights opening your heart and expressing yourself more freely. Throughout the month, planetary movements in your identity sector and communication sector prompt important evolution in how you present yourself and connect with others. Remember these important dates. May 4th, Pluto retrograde begins transformation in your identity and self-expression. May 12th, full moon in Scorpio illuminates your career and public image. May 18th, Jupiter. Chiron sextile offers healing through authentic communication. May 20th, Sun enters Gemini, activating your romance and creativity. May 24th, Saturn enters Aries, beginning a period of structured communication. May 26th, new moon in Gemini offers fresh starts in romance and self-expression. The overall message of May is one of balancing stability with creativity and intellectual connection with emotional expression. As you create a secure home base early in the month, you're also preparing for the more expressive and playful energy that emerges in the latter part of May. In your romantic life, this is a month to deepen emotional foundations while also opening to more heart-centered connection. Your natural Aquarian independence is balanced with greater appreciation for emotional security and creative self-expression in relationships. As you navigate May's energies, remember that your visionary thinking, humanitarian values, and capacity for friendship are your greatest relationship strengths. This month, focus on balancing these qualities with greater emotional expressiveness and presence, allowing your relationships to benefit from your full spectrum of qualities. Thank you for joining me for your May 2025 forecast. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, and share with the Aquarius in your life. Until next month, may the stars light your path forward.